This is where love gets honest. We've been searching through the noise, trying to hear our hearts speak clear. Yeah, dating with intention now, letting go of fear. Learn to love me first, yeah. Healing all my scars. Now I'm showing up whole, knowing who you are. No more settling for less. I choose truth, I choose me. If it's real, let it grow. If it's fake, let it be. Affirm the real. Love that feels, love you can feel. Please speak life, yeah, we reveal. Hearts align, this love is real. Affirm the real. Love starts here.
Don, what's going on?
What's going on, Mark? Sir, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. Welcome back to another Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I'm so glad you was able to make it tonight. I know you had a busy day, but we gotta do what we gotta do, and I appreciate you putting the extra effort in, so we won't miss this week.
Yes, sir.
You know, you and I spent Sunday together. We had a good old time.
Oh,
Talking
that
about
was
some,
very nice. Yes.
we had another topic, but we're gonna push that for another date. So what I did, we pivot, and and the reason I pivot, this topic kind of hit me. You know how you get them things that won't hit you. You might be
Yeah.
seeing something like, damn it, we need to address this.
Yeah.
And what we're going to address is revenge.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to talk about revenge. When I mean by revenge, we're talking about revenge in dating and relationships.
okay.
We're going to mainly touch on revenge sex and things of that nature. I can't say we all did it, and I can't say we all tried, but I can say a lot of us did, and a lot of us tried. You know, but as me speaking personally about myself, I want to see how I progress we talk about this. But first, the introduction. I'm Marcus Goodwin, your host, and this is.
Don, aka Julian Lilly, the author, the poet, the writer.
I need to put some more stuff behind my name besides host.
You ain't got to, sir. You the program director, the editor.
Yes. So, as always, these are just our opinions, our experiences. Here at Data from the Real, open dialogue, we talk conversation. We just going for the healthy. And we come at everything with open mind. We here to discuss. We want at very, very utmost, we want to maintain a positive vibe.
Yes.
We're not about the slander, the toxicity, and all those things that spew negativity.
Yes.
Which we're trying to uplift ourselves and the people around us through this platform, through just regular talking. This is what we're gonna say: keeping it real.
Yes, sir.
But this time it's gonna be when keeping it real goes right.
Yes, sir.
And
Indeed.
affirm the real.
There we go.
So, revenge. First of all, I'm gonna tell you how I came about this topic.
Yeah, let's hear this, sir.
So I was on, I want to say it was YouTube, and it was the tonight's conversation. It had the shorts, and just to summarize it, one of the ladies in the audience came up. She was smiling about it. She was talking about her husband at the time cheated on her. I believe he got the woman pregnant, and they divorced and whatever. And he's decides to marry the other woman.
The one he got pregnant?
Yep.
Wow.
But what she did was, and you could saw a smile on her face. The night before they got married, she decides to have a sexual encounter with her now ex-husband. And that revenge plot needed to be discussed. How do we feel about that? Is it really? Is it bad, good, indefinite? We all, I know, a lot of us been hurt, and we always, a lot of times, like I said always, but a lot of times when we hurt, we don't necessarily go straight to forgiveness or moving on. A lot of us have a petty streak or revenge factor inside of us, like the get back.
Oh
You
man,
know,
I'm gonna get mine.
you see what I'm saying? It's like you hurt me, I got to hurt you somehow, or hurt somebody, something around you. And does that really make us feel better? This is what I'm getting at is when we do things in revenge and spite. Does it is it really solving a issue? Is it really helping us move on? Is it really hurting the other person? And this is where how as we as we mature in our mental state, and I can't say age, as we mature, how does this look now? I'm 50 years old. How does it look compared to when I was 45, 35? You know, I've been hurt, I've been married, I've been hurt, I've been had relationships, I've been hurt. You know, as we all know, hurt is part of growth.
Yeah,
Hurt is part of life. If if you haven't experienced hurt, I applaud it. I have not met one person who has not experienced some type of hurt, especially now speaking of the heart.
indeed, exactly. Very settlement that you put that as to what a person may experience as to what then they want to get their revenge. They say a revenge is a dish best served cold. Phew.
Mm.
So, with that being said,
Now we're talking about cooch.
I've had my heart broken. I've broken hearts, and I can. I'm trying to see how can I put this. I don't think I've done it out of revenge. It's I've had people who use me as a tool to get revenge on whomever they were trying to get revenge on, and I found out in the latter, and it kind of befuddled me because we didn't have to do it like that, right? But if you don't know, you don't know, right? You just sometimes you just get the short end of the straw. We have to understand when you're younger, you're more prone to take chances. You're more to take those risks because you don't give a damn about outcomes. You trying to get back at the person, one up them. Hey, you did me like this. I'm a cut your tires, or I'm gonna sleep with your best friend. One or the other. Either way, you ain't gonna like it. So as we get older, we reflect back because now you have time to reflect back all those years past and all those situations. You can't help but to reflect back. You're like, hey, I probably did some foul shit back then. I know I probably did some foul shit. And so you have to repent, reprise yourself, reinvent yourself to say, hey, I got to find a better way to move forward, because that is not something that you can continue to sustain going forward, trying to get revenge. It doesn't even have to be, well, in this aspect of what we're talking about, it is pertaining to relationships, and cheating is to get back, the ultimate get back. And I'm going to fix you. And that can definitely sting more because of the fact that you're cheating, or more than the fact that you're trying to get revenge.
Yeah, so I agree. So let's touch on this. All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna give you an example. Cheating. If somebody cheats on you, hypothetically, and you find out, and you was hurt, and their first instinct is, I don't say first, but one instinct is, I'm gonna go do the same thing to them. I'm gonna go out and have sex with somebody else. Now, in a moment, possibly that you're going to have a satisfaction of physical satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about the after. We never, or a lot of times we don't think about the after effect.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, All right, I get you. There's been several times during the our podcast, especially in the early days. I haven't spoken about this a lot. Prior to marriage, I would have sex with women, and the sex was over. I never felt fulfilled. I felt actually kind of mm, don't like sex is great,
Okay.
or when I should when then or if I'm having sex with somebody I'm not into, it was like sex was great, but it's like as I'm laying there, I'm not wanting to cuddle. I'm not wanting to rub. I'm not wanting to do anything like that. A lot of times be like, hey, if you want to leave, I ain't mad about it.
But you got to get up out of here.
Yeah, but my point is, I'm giving something to somebody that don't deserve it.
That is true. That is so true.
So if I'm doing this out of revenge, for one, I'm giving some whoever I'm cheating with. I'm probably giving them something they don't deserve, or I'm giving them something that is not true. All on account of spite.
Yeah. Because somehow this person has built up a lie to coerce you to into a situation. They may have told you they're single, especially when we're talking about men and females, right? I'm being a male or the opposite being a female. She can definitely tell, oh, I'm single. I ain't got no man. Yeah, I'm free this weekend. All the time she is mad at her. Let me tell you a real life scenario. I'm sorry.
Just keep it
Let me
real.
tell you a real life scenario. Long time ago, long time ago. Mid-30s, working at this company in Plano. Met this lady who worked on a different floor than I did. Called me in the break room, say, hey, how pulled me to the side, wanted to know my name. I had never seen her before. I've seen her, but I'd never seen her like in person up front. We hit it off. We had a couple of conversations. We exchanged numbers, all this, that, right? Never thought anything of the further because of the fact we was working together. Okay, you go do your thing. I got to go back to work. I'm not asking any questions because back in those younger days, if it happens, it happens. I'm not worried about what you do to other year. The whole time the situation goes on, we did have relations. Come to find out, and this is what teed me off about it, she was involved with someone, and she was using me as a get back. And that hurt more than it could ever been experiencing if I had been with someone and they cheated on me, because you not only lied to me, you used me for your personal vengeance. I didn't want to be a part of that circle. Who wants to find out the hard way, right? Oh shit, you are involved. What? Make that make sense? We're all wrong. First of all, I was all wrong for not even understanding the situation and even vetting the person to try to find out those questions we're worried about or concerns about. But I just kind of went along with it, and I'm enjoying this. But once you find that out, that a person is not only just lying to you, but they're also using you as a pawn in their scheme, that stings. That's very painful in that aspect.
Okay, so let's stay right there for a second.
Yeah.
Now, if it was somebody other than you who was not mentally stable, now after all this revenge, and we know a lot of times when there's infidelity happening or has happened in relationship, do they always break up? Or do they get back together?
The majority of the times they probably get back together.
A lot of times, a good percentage. I don't know if majority, but yeah, it's a good. It's up there.
Yeah,
Now, guess what? What she probably created? She's
Mm.
created another relationship that she no longer wants with somebody who's unstable. Guess what this person is doing at the job?
Coming up there.
No, you work together, so
Yeah.
they got to come there to work.
Yeah.
So now they're walking around like a puppy. They always at your desk, blah blah blah. Guess what else they doing? They could be talking, and now guess what? Now you don't want this to affect. She don't want this to affect her as she's trying to reconcile her relationship with her dude or husband, or whatever. But guess what? Now you just create a baggage that
Mm.
you toting
Yeah.
as you trying to reconcile. She want to forget this. She want to put this like, I got back, blah blah blah. But she person like I could probably feel guilty if I was the one who did the cheating. Um,
Yeah.
okay, if this person works for me, I can't do nothing to deal with her. I probably can't look her in the eye for real
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to deal with this person anymore.
Yeah.
But guess what happens now? You you don't create this whole relationship, and now they could be trying to call you, and
Yeah.
Guess what? And as a female, guess what may end up happening? You want to tell your husband that you're trying to reconcile with that this person's bothering you, stalking, probably could be stalking you for the
Yeah.
get back. But guess what? Now he's looking all crazy, like, oh, you don't gave it up to this man. Now
Yeah. Yeah.
granted, he probably in this scenario he started it and created this whole snowball.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, our ego is crazy.
Of course.
Now we want to damn near kill this man, not necessarily because he's stalking, because he felt your wife.
Mm. Yeah. It violated the covenant.
Yeah. Now I know this man, and let alone because men, we go from 0 to 10 with our thought process. Not that he just touched your wife, but let's be real. How did
Mm.
my wife touch you?
Yeah.
What did my wife? What kind of feats or activities did my wife do with you?
He's had all kind of thoughts running
Now,
through his mind.
right. So now he really want to kill this dude because you touched,
What
and
was
that's what a lot of the men, and this is the chauvinistic part. You, we treat a woman sometimes as property. You touch his property,
mm.
and I don't hate me that I said it that way, but that's just how some men move in that fashion. It's wrong, but they move in that fashion. We hold our wife sacred
As we should.
when we should, when we want to,
With
not
the
when we
person that's out there
yeah,
doing
not
the same
when
deal. Yeah.
right. We wasn't holding her sacred when we was out there slinging that deck.
Yeah. Yeah. He was out there trying to, get his machoism on, just
Right.
continuing that snowball effect from his point of view. And now that someone then came through the back door, delivered mail on a Sunday, he got pissed off now.
So now, let's talk. What about he was like? So guess what? He may decide to do. Go try to get revenge for the revenge.
Yeah.
It could be a cycle,
It is a cycle.
you know. And this is just one scenario because we didn't address the cause of the infidelity on both sides. We we went straight to, we go straight to revenge. We go straight out of emotion.
Could
I'm listening to you. Go ahead, bro.
revenge be the final straw that broke the bull back? If a wife is pleading with her husband to listen to her, to show her affection and love and attention, and he's getting with his boys on the weekends, or he going out with his side piece and coming home late, and she's been dealing with this for months, years, to the point that she's like, you know what, I need to let him know I'm serious. So she goes out to one up him to catch his attention, to right his wrong, even though it's still wrong. Wrong is wrong.
Right. I'm with you.
He is doing this to now catch his attention, not that being the first option is the last recourse that she took.
Hmm. So what I'm gathering, you saying because of his lack of attention to his partner, and she goes give that attention to another man or another person, yeah, it's still a revenge,
Mm-hmm.
and you still creating a scenario,
Yes, sir.
you know, and it could ping pong,
Indeed.
you know, in that ping pong. Guess what happens now? It can even get to the point where you think you might got away with it, and you think you see you can get away with it,
Yeah.
and it continues.
And it continues.
But have we never addressed and resolved the initial issue? We might have addressed it in the conversation when I say was done dark comes to the light, but did we resolve it?
Ooh, so with that be with what you just said being addressed, is he addressing it because he or she didn't address it because they got caught, or were they called out on it? Because I got away with it once. Let me do that again. I got away with it 10 times and she still don't know. So somebody that knows the brother or the sister will have to call them out on their actions. Or if they get caught, will that be the eye opener to say, hey, I need to stop my actions because it's not right?
Yeah, exactly. We this is where it gets slippery.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the end of the day, is revenge worth it?
It's not. If you look at it in its totality, it's not. Revenge in itself is an act of evilness, if you think about it.
But the problem is, and I don't know if it's a problem because I'm not. This is a the every other Tuesday night thing. We get when we start analyzing the psychology of this
Yeah.
when they're proud of it. Check. So I'm gonna give. Remember the TV show or movie? Why Did I Get Married?
Yes. Yes.
Remember how Angela and Marcus always go back and forth with the cheating?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At what part we saw it on the screen? At what part was that relationship not toxic?
When they decide to actually pay attention to each other,
Yeah,
actually make the devout effort to discuss and understand what they were seeking outside. They already had it within. They just needed to reconnect with that.
right. So, but you see, a lot of times revenge gets revenge. Like
Yeah.
I said, the ping pong. But let's talk about the original scenario I just referred to.
Mm-hmm.
About my husband or whatever, my man or my partner cheated on me with this person.
Yeah.
So I'm my get back is more directed at the person they cheated with.
Ooh.
So now we misdirecting, which we often do, because like I said, what you want to do, what happens? Men want to fight the man that the woman cheated
Yeah.
with, or
Yeah.
woman want to fight the woman that the man cheated with. We've seen it so many times, and we'll be later to point at the finger at the person or the who initiated this whole conflict, and that's the person who originally went out and cheated.
But usually that's twofold. I'm following what you're saying. I mean, usually that's twofold because first, like with men, we have the ego thing. We're gonna go, oh, this brother, checking out my wife, messing around my wife. Let me check him first. Okay, that's done. Whatever the outcome may be, whether it's a conversation or a fight, or sometimes leads to a shootout, whatever. And then you get home, and now you got to have a conversation with the person who initiated, as you stated. So, what was going on in your mind? How did that come about? And how that goes, plays out, right? Get real heated and toxic when they get home because you got to go home to the person. So you better go ahead and address it while the stove is hot.
Hmm.
Because once I turn the stove off, the kitchen is closed. We're not discussing this.
Well, don't burn yourself.
Exactly. You can't take the heat.
You know, So now, if I'm trying to have sex with the person to get back at the person they cheated with,
Hmm.
as a man, do I really do I feel like I'm really getting revenge played revenge on me? I'm at that point in time, I'm fucking two women. My old and my new.
Hmm. Yeah, and depending on the maturity of the person, a young version of that might just say, "F it, I'm going to enjoy life." An older version will look at that and be like, "I need to check myself."
Yeah, so we gonna I'm gonna correct you a little bit
Go ahead, sir.
because the more mature version, we what we gonna do now. These what I see out in these streets right now, we gonna take age up out of this. Cause these old fools be trying to be doing some young stupid stuff sometimes.
Exactly. You're right,
I'm
sir.
like,
You're exactly correct.
that's a little dumb.
Yeah.
I'll take that back. That's stupid. And, and we try as we get older, we really do should be trying to level up
Yeah.
mentally.
Physically, spiritually,
Yeah.
all three phases. It's not just one phase. You got to do all three.
All right. So I'm gonna give my before I give my example, my life example.
Go ahead, sir.
Anybody out there, if you have ever did a revenge cheat of any sort, just type it in the comments.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. Wait a minute, I gotta put my comments up anyway. Where
Let's
am
hear
I?
your revenge. Is it a dish best served cold? You like yours with a side of fries? Some people, they toss some revenges around because to them it don't mean nothing, but for others, it means everything.
Right. So as I stated time before on this podcast, I did have in my first marriage there was infidelity going on. You know, through the downs of the marriage, blah 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 blah. Later on, after the divorce, when we went our separate ways, and she went with the new person, and I remember one time we was talking and we was somewhere, and my mind is, I did. I said I'm gonna try to fuck you. You cheated on me, so I'm gonna see if I can cheat on her. It didn't happen.
Hmm.
And in hindsight, I'm glad. I'm very glad because we had to, one, we have to purge that person out the system. All I'm doing is I'm what's the I'm bringing this person back into my life. I don't need to bring in that manner.
Yes.
We're divorced for a reason.
Yes.
So thankfully, I didn't do nothing stupid, or it didn't progress to that point. All because I'm just I want to spread hurt. I mean, but it also shows. Did I get not the closure, but I get the healing factor that was necessary.
Okay.
You know, this is how I often say spreading toxicity in that manner. If you're broken, you will break somebody else.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. Oh, and this is what I'm saying. You really have to be careful. And I am so fortunate because that what if that had happened, I could have actually.
But do you feel that the fact that, hey, Angie B, thanks for joining us. Marcus late on the comment, so sorry about that.
It's it ain't me this time. My thing is not coming up right. Hold
Okay.
on.
Go ahead, sir. But
But keep going. I got my trying to fix this chat.
but I was saying that when you said that you had the thought, is it important if a situation like that is bothering you so much in the aspect of revenge that if you have the thought, you think out the thought, you talk it out amongst yourself or with someone that you probably trust, but you don't act upon it? Is that the sense of closure or the sense of purging that you mentioned to get it out of your system.
Right. And you have to. Um, and I'm not able to transfer my comments from Instagram on. So
Okay.
just bear with me, everybody. Well, I'm just have to read it
Okay. Let's go ahead, sir.
because
You can do
yeah.
that.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna get so much grief for trying to read it.
Sir, you are a master reader. Don't worry about that, sir. You got this.
It's-
You got this.
all
You got this, sir.
right.
Take it down.
The hardcore healing pin coach said, "I did a revenge cheat before. I didn't have the proof, but I knew it, and I was right.
Mm,
I stayed out all night with that person, and it ended." Mm.
that's
The shit.
bold.
And the hardcore healing pin coach says, "Exactly, babe. I was broken for real."
Wow. Thanks for sharing that. That's very deep. Very
Yeah,
emotional.
because this is like when we are going in between relationships. When we in a relationship, we supposed to take time.
Yeah.
You
Thank
know.
you, A B. Appreciate you. No matter what time you jump on, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is
Yeah.
what's going on. So we have to think before we jump.
I just had a thought. Continue.
Yeah. So when we're revenge is the only thing consuming us because we're hurt. What happens when you get this revenge? Do you feel better? Does revenge does the hurt subside?
I think revenge in that aspect is more of hurting the other person more than you getting a. I could be wrong. I feel like it's hurting. You want to hurt the other person more than you're trying to get a satisfaction out of the act. Because I want this other person to know that I can do the same thing that he or she is doing. So they better watch out because they're gonna feel pain too. Even though you do your thing and like I said, you do your thing, you get up and you leave. You're like, I'm not, you can't stay here. You got to go, and she already out the door before you even say anything. Like, what was all that about?
Exactly.
Yeah, but because she was more trying to hurt the person than trying to get satisfaction out of it. And some people may debate that differently, and we would like to hear those comments if they do.
So I ain't gonna lie. Revenge. No. The revenge is so. The revenge feeling is so strong.
Yes,
It's you
for that
know
for that moment, it's like
it.
power.
Mm, you know, I don't know if there's stages of hurt.
Is there stages of revenge? That was my thought I was trying to get out earlier. Is
Yeah,
there is it because Hardcore Healing P said earlier from the comments you read, she said she was broken. Is there stages of revenge? Will you cheating on your significant other to pay them back, or if you are staying out all night and not coming home, which is revenge, or if you go on a girls trip for a week but you really with side piece? Is there levels to the revenge that can determine the severity of it? I don't think it is. It's revenge is revenge. It's you are taking an act that's to you know taking an act. It doesn't matter the level of it or severity of it.
right. And this is. I ain't gonna because I can't sit here and be almighty knowing that I do feel revenge, the hurt. You know, as we talk about it, and that's all we're doing. We're talking about it. And one of the biggest ways I think to combat this desire for revenge and to do that stupid stuff. Well, I don't know if it's stupid. That's just a matter of opinion. To possibly combat and look at the totality of it. It's who you surround yourself with.
Ooh,
And who you confide with.
so important.
You know,
So important.
right? So, heaven forbid that I get in a situation in my marriage where I feel I need to do revenge. I could come to you and say this, that, and the other, and you would stop me like, hey, hold on, hold on, sir. Let's think about this.
Yeah, you got to.
You
You got
know,
too much you've accomplished to satisfy a revenge thought, right?
right? Hell, I can go. I should. Hell, and at the very, I won't say the very least. At the very most, I should go to my therapist and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling.
That's a good point. Someone who has the knowledge and experience
Hmm.
to advise you, Marcus, why are you feeling this way? What has brought about these emotions or these thoughts? You definitely can come to me and I'm be like, hey, let's rehash that out, man. That we're talking amongst men, but again, I'm not at any level of certification that what I say is gold, right? But my word is valuable, I'm pretty sure. But if you go to a therapist, just from speaking what we had past Sunday, that will be awesome in getting an understanding as to what you said before in the beginning. What is bringing about this revenge? What is deep down inside that is causing a person to think that?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, what is my ultimate goal? What is my goal?
Yeah,
When we cheat, what is our goal?
yeah.
Or when we revenge cheat, what is our goal? What is it? That's a question. I'm gonna
That's a
pose that
question. Oh,
to anybody. What is our goal? When we revenge cheat? What is our ultimate goal? What are
so
we trying to do?
pay back, hurt the other person, to show them that you can be as powerful as whatever they're doing in that situation. It's a variety of issues. You can list a whole
Yeah,
laundry list of.
right. And as I ask that question, I think about that question. I think about the answer is to our peace, to regain our power.
Mm, we have a great comment
It,
based on what you just said too.
so let's.
Let me read that from Angel B. She says, "I did a revenge cheat. Me and that person had a discussion on that, what it was, and we both were good afterwards. Sound crazy, but that's what it was. When I see him now, we speak and keep it pushing."
Mm,
Thank you for sharing that, Angel B.
thank you.
Yeah, that's so. When you said that what is trying to accomplish, if a person is trying to understand that situation, should they write down the negatives and the pros, right, and then weigh them out? Would you advise that?
I guess that would
You
be that.
see,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you see it on paper, hey, if I do these things, I'm going to lose out on these.
yeah. I don't
And you
see nothing wrong
determine,
with that.
yeah, it's not worth it, right?
Yeah, because sometimes if it's like you speak, like you talking it out.
Yeah,
You know, when you how many times have you ever been in trouble? Not just say with this right here topical. You've been in trouble, or you did something and and you as you say why you did it, like, damn, that was stupid.
I used
Well,
to tell myself, "Damn, Don, you doing the same shit you said you were not going to do."
right, you know, or when you was a kid and you like, and your mom and pop said, why you do this, and you was like,
No,
yeah, did that sound like it made sense to you? And as you said it out, no,
no.
but you did it. But you did it anyway because you didn't think it. You didn't say it out. So maybe writing it down, it allows you to hear your own self.
Yeah,
Let's say,
because even subconsciously, people in a situation of revenge, I don't think they listen to what they're telling themselves. and it may take a better, deeper understanding of their own self because I'm gonna fix him, right? I'm gonna go down there and visit his friend and vice versa, right? But if you sit there and just listen to what you just said and answer yourself, you'd be like, hey, what are you doing to yourself? You just sit there and said you're gonna go to your buddy's friend and sleep with him.
Right. And this
Yeah,
is that crazy stuff we talking about.
yeah.
Hold, hold on, Don. I lost one of my streams on one of my computers. But at the end of the day, one of the things we have to really learn to do is value ourselves.
Yes.
You know, we always talk about this is the prize or who's the prize? Is the woman the prize, the male the prize, whoever it is. I can't downgrade this prize to the booby prize. I'm at this point in time, I'm making this the person I'm a consolation prize. I'm the prize that anybody gets. Look under your chair. You get a free book.
You third place.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so this is something. This is what I'm looking at. You know what are we doing? You know, uh, I am. I can't think how it go. Is hate. You know, sometimes the hate hurts the hater more than the hated. Something like that. I forgot how the saying goes, but when I'm doing possibly when I'm giving this revenge sex, I might be hurting myself more than I'm hurting another person.
Okay. Well, you are.
Yeah, you know. Then guess what happened? So what about what happened? So we give another possible outcome. The- I do the revenge. I do the revenge sex. Me and my partner don't get back together. I did a revenge sex with somebody I don't give a damn about for real.
Yeah, still losing. You're not coming out on top. And in the aspect of revenge sex, what advice would you give someone who may be in a situation where they feel like they have to pay their partner back from what they're feeling their partner may have done to them? Should they, even if they have had conversation with their partner and advise them as to how their partner is feeling, and the partner blows it off?
There's, there's you have to address it.
Hmm.
You know, I'm one of my was one of my least desirable qualities, or one of my qualities. I'm gonna call it quality. One of the things I have to work on is avoidance.
How so?
Trying to avoid conflict.
Okay. Okay.
Remember Sunday we said conflict is not a bad thing,
Yeah.
and that's a part of me I have to learn.
Hmm.
Conflict is not a bad thing. Well, excuse me, I know it. I have to implement it.
Okay.
I have ways to go on the things and what I'm doing, how I'm doing it.
Hmm.
You want to check that comment out for me, Don?
Yes, Angel B says the older me definitely thinks before I act now and what the outcome could be. It ain't worth it. Exactly. Think before you respond. I mean, just like you crossing the street, you're not just going to cross the street without looking both ways and checking your corners and making sure it's all safe. There are hardcore healing pills here. There is capital N-O benefit. Yes,
Hmm.
there is no benefit. And the quicker you can understand that, the faster you can get on the path to do great things.
Yeah, and this is why we addressing this topic. One another thing when you in that revenge mindset, I'm thinking you're operating at a lower mental level, a lower mental capacity.
Okay, I'm listening.
So check this out. Hypothetical scenario.
Yes, sir.
Your partner cheats on you,
Hmm.
and you going through some things you like you and you struggling with this fact. Now let's say you go to work or you go somewhere, and now there's somebody else, and you're confiding to a person who doesn't necessarily have the best interest of what you're going through. Now this person is touching and saying all things to entice you to possibly cheat.
Finding your weakness.
Right. They're manipulating you. Because now you're possibly be easy to manipulate because you're at a lower mental state because you're not operating with all your faculties of such nature.
Very interesting. Yes.
Men do it all the time.
What do you mean, like prey on the person that's showing
Yeah.
them weakness?
So yeah, think about it.
Well, yeah,
We
understand.
my husband da 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 didn't do this. I don't do this da 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 da. And he around talking this da da da. Oh, really? What? Why would you look too good to be doing that for him to do that to you? Why? You this, you that, and the other. It's like I just can't see this. You know,
Question.
I'm
Just on
listening.
that topic there.
I'm listening.
Person you saying she's in a lower mental state. She's going to work and talking to his coworker, and he sees that as his advantage to, oh, I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna work on mine. So would the revenge in that situation be on his onus because he's taking advantage of the person that's at a lower mental capacity? The cheating herself may not be understanding to fulfill what we consider a revenge outcome, even though she's taking part in it because she feels good to her. Who would be the person that owns that revenge in that state?
BOFF.
Both of them, huh? I understand. Just have to ask the question.
This,
Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital
right. So, first of all, did let's say the dude, because the dude talk. We don't in this scenario. The dude is talking and trying to talk and just trying to manipulate her state of being. He not thinking about revenge. He thinking about cooch,
Of course.
or possibly wanting to start some type of relationship, any type it is. To her, when something pops off, you go at it comes as like now we're looking at that revenge is a justification of why she allowed herself to be in a position to cheat with this person who said the right things.
Okay.
Yeah, he cheating on me, so I don't feel bad. Why should I feel bad?
Yeah.
So if I say it's both, because like hardcore killing pin said,
I don't share shit.
I don't share shit.
Exactly. You can't share a dime. You ain't getting a quarter out of it.
Mm-hmm. Because not everybody has your interest, the best interest of mine.
Yeah.
When I was younger, would I have done it? I probably have done it. Hell, no. It's the horn dog stage. You in your 20s, whatever, mental state of that, or lower mental maturity.
We're trying to get our rocks off. I
Yeah.
About it. I'm trying to get my rocks off. I'm 20 years old, hot and horny. Shit. Rub up against me. It's all.
Yeah. And we don't. We're gonna just say our mental state wasn't there of a maturity as it was. No matter what age it was, we saw opportunity.
Yeah, because if you think about this, people go through junior high school, losing their virginities, and men go on college and they continue. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18, so 19, 20, and 21, you rubbed up against me. I'm hot and horny. Shit, I'm not thinking about whatever revenge. What's that? I'm trying to get some. Shit.
I get it. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something else about revenge sex. Another crazy. Yeah, you 1920. You try you pre coming ass.
I know, right? The first day they came out with the child, so they let you know right there.
Damn.
Yeah,
Boy,
learn
I ain't gonna start on them with that one.
Yeah.
But what happens when you cheat and you catch feelings for the person you cheated with, who don't care about you like that?
Like you said earlier, the person starts going crazy and doing crazier things. They may be even bold enough to call or fly by the house.
No.
No.
I'm talking about on the other end. Say, all right, let's say you did or your wife did a revenge, or you did a revenge sexual act.
Okay.
And you caught feelings, or they caught feelings for the person they did the act with.
Happens a lot.
Yeah. So now but now that person don't give a shit about you. The person you did act that you cheated with don't give nothing about you for real.
You got to cry in the car because who you gonna complain to?
But now you looking like, oh,
Yeah.
but now you want, yeah, exactly. Then you want to go back home, like you start realizing what you had. You want to work it out, but over here you see you'll feel. But guess what? You might have went too far. Because you or your partner might have checked all the way out, and ain't no going back.
You remember the guy and the girl that was at the Coldplay concert, and they were sitting there hugging, and come to find out he was a CEO and she was in HR. Mm-hmm. That may have been revenge, whatever it may be. They had an ongoing affair, and it cost him his company, cost him probably his marriage, cost him a couple of million. That is what revenge looks like when you are doing something illicitly that gets caught up in the public view. You can't run from that. You got to own that. The quicker you own it, the quicker you probably can patch some things up, because for a minute, you're going to wear that. You're going to wear that for a long time, and it's going to hurt.
Then there's an emotion just as strong as revenge, and that's embarrassment and shame.
Yeah, indeed. And that's what he needed. That embarrassment and shame to stop his illicit affairs, because apparently that had been going on for quite some time. So it wasn't like the first time. It wasn't the first night.
Yeah, but at what cost?
His job. Shit, he was the fucking CEO.
How about the cost of his wife's emotional stability?
He wasn't thinking that. He was hot and horny.
He was not thinking that. But to get caught in that fact, a way that is public.
Yeah.
How hard is it to reconcile after you embarrassed somebody?
You ain't getting in the house. You got to get in the house first. If you can even get in the house. Keys, locks, and chains. Your shit is outside. Manipulation on both parties by NGB. Yeah, your shit is outside. And if you want to come in, it's going to take more than just, I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and know the crazy part is?
Cry in the car, yeah.
Cry in the car. Yeah, he crying in the car with the clothes they got put outside.
That's where he's sleeping at.
Yeah. Gonna burn all that gas trying to stay warm. Yes. The ones who were not in that scenario, and she tried to go do revenge, he probably would damn near jump off. He probably wouldn't jump off the building. Yeah. Or you gonna see him jump off the building head first. Tomorrow. I'm sorry, Mr. Clark. You look like Joe Clark trying to jump off the building. Jump.
Oh wow.
So Don, we haven't did in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't did an on the spot segment.
Let's hit them with it. Come on, a couple of questions.
Let's
Hardcore Angie B, hit us with some questions.
So it's on the spot. Our on the spot segment that Don and I do. We ask somebody out in the audience to give us a question or comment or whatever And Donna and I will answer it and talk about it honestly, openly, and authentically. These are we don't know what you're gonna ask, we know what you're gonna say. It's on the spot. So we're gonna hit talk from the dome and from the heart.
Yes. Because
So
revenge is a dish best served cold.
I told you when they talk about cooches that it shouldn't be cold.
It should be hot platter, huh? Hot sex on
Yeah.
the platter. But
But
apple pie.
but what's cold but what's cold is the loneliness that you probably gonna feel afterwards.
Shivering and shit.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's cold.
let's
It's like,
when we do revenge, how can I put this? When we do what is it?
or you do revenge sex and it's trash. Oh,
Ooh,
you just gotta take that L. You gotta wear that.
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Because you don't get no get out of jail free, but whatever you thought was getting out of jail free, you spent that. You might as well just own that. And you'd be better off just go ahead and tell your partner, hey, I just went out here and tried to do something and it wasn't worth it. Go ahead and man up on it. Trash? Oh, wow. Because a man that's going to do revenge sex, he's plotting, he's scheming, he's planning, he's setting this thing up. You know, yeah, I'm going to show her, right? And he get up in there and it's like, man, what is this? I didn't throw my marriage away for this. You're like, man, please.
Hey, that's the risk you take.
Well, yeah,
You
that is the risk. That is the risk. It is always a risk. There's no reward.
we ain't think about that. So you ready for this, Don?
Yes,
You ready for the segment?
Let's hear it.
Let's go and cue it up. All right. So let's put that question up there, and I'm gonna let you do the honors of reading.
Hardcore Hill P says, have either of you been in a situation where you or the cheating partner led to you healing or transformation?
You know, that's a lot of words. I gotta read it twice. Hold on.
Sure. Yes, I can definitely say that.
Okay, go for it, Don.
The reason it has led to a transformation because you could be in a situation in which the other person's partner may want to come at you, which in itself is a confrontation, which in itself means you need to get your shit right because if you keep slipping like that, you may not be here any further. So you have to reflect and think back in your life, what am I doing or putting myself in situations that could cause me harm? Even though I wasn't the person who initiated the revenge, I need to understand the revenge aspect that I don't need to take part of that because the outcome not only hurts the person who's doing it, it hurts their partner, and ultimately it makes me look like boo-boo food because I'm not winning. Even whatever you're getting out of, you're still not winning. No one's winning in that situation.
Yeah. So I got you, and I'm sitting here thinking just because I have cheated, I have been cheated on, and I have just naturally I have progressed. You know, we talked about my divorce, and I'm trying to realize after my divorce, have I been cheated on since? I don't know, but as time went on, as I learned to heal from my divorce and learn to let kind of let it go, I that was a part of my healing and my transformation is showing that now as we able to speak about this topic
Yes.
without us being all in our feelings.
Yes.
As somebody I know very well intimately would say, all in our fifis. So right now, that is my transformation. Able to talk about this, able to say, hey, it's wrong. Not wanting to cheat. Things of that nature. We are healed every day. Every time you and I talk on these situations, it's just a step in our transformation. If it's not about cheating, it's about something else. You know,
Yes.
the
So,
biggest part, what the hardest part about healing and transformation is implementation.
mm.
We talk about this. The hardest part is implementing it.
Why is it hard to implement? Because if you are a transformation, you're seeing yourself on a trajectory to go in a different path. Why would it be hard to implement it? All you have to do is take that action. Again, I'm speaking hypothetical.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
no, I got you. So
directly at you.
you're supposed to you're supposed to do get exercise.
Yeah.
Everybody know you're supposed to exercise.
Yeah.
How many people don't exercise on a regular
Um,
don't exercise?
yeah.
We
Guilty.
trying to transform our body, be healthier. That's a transformation,
Yeah.
and we know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's the implementation.
I got you now. The logistics of it, because it's easy to say go to the gym, but when you work crazy schedules, it may not be significant enough to do that and have an adequate sleep. But I do like the fact that Hardcore Healing Pin use the word transformation, because this makes me reflect on where I was at one point in life to where I am now going at another point in life. That transformation, as Marcus said, is hard to implement, but I am doing my damnness to implement it at every step that I take. And self-checking myself will allow me to stay on path.
Yeah, self checking is the biggest thing. We talked about especially the ladies. They talk about check ins
Yes.
and surrounding people with those with like minds and the great mindsets helps.
Great question. Angie B follows up, says, to add to Kia's question, if you think you heal, did it take your time to heal or jump back in directly? Oh, I took all the time that I need, still taking the time that I need. I don't think there is a time limit, but there is a comfort level. As Marcus know, we was discussing it with the guy on Sunday that apparently had a different opinion. There is a comfort level in regards to when a person feels that they're ready. I don't think there's a time level, because some people go right back at it next day, whatever that aspect may be. I'm taking my time, taking my sweet ass time, and when I feel comfortable, and now I'm ready to jump back out there.
Yeah. So my thing was, and this is where I'm glad I'm growing. The jump, I think jumping, the times I would jump too quick, not necessarily for a relationship, but for physicality.
I got you.
And Angie B also says because you felt like you couldn't be without. Yeah, when you're going from being around to being without, but that's a good thing. You have to, as I watched you, Don, you had to be without.
I am without. It's out of sight, out of mind. That's why I try to keep it, because it's good in itself that you're not putting your body through situations that have no meaning or intentions. That's definitely good. But the long term goal, definitely working on that to be with a point where you won't be without, right? And then the person you are with can give you everything that you're seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And Hardcore says yes. It's not. It's not time limit, but obedience to your body and spirit is essential. That's what it is, and
Yes. Yes.
we have to go through these growing. As we start closing this out, as we close this down, you have to really take a look inward
Hmm.
before you go outward.
Yeah.
Um, Even with this revenge topic, we have to really sit with what we're going through, and like you said, write it out. AKA, that's a journal, which I'm finally. Hold on, don't clap yet.
I'm clapping.
No clapping yet.
You
I'm
said
do-
it. I'm clapping.
yeah. I'm doing a form of it as I'm starting to learn and appreciate it.
This man can be a writer. This man gonna be the best damn writer you ever heard.
And don't worry, I'll take out all the stuttering with my words as you so y'all can actually read the book in a decent amount of time. So Don, you got anything else to say to these people as we start closing this out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Speaking with Marcus, speaking with my sister, this past year has been one of very significant learning of myself. It has put me on a different path of understanding. It's been a while since I can actually say that I am in peace within myself. I am in understanding of what I can accomplish, and I am finally in a position where I can see my maturity and growth that will resonate once I get to that next level. I'm working on some things that will showcase that, and they will be soon seen pretty soon.
Well, I speak for several people. We can't wait.
Yes, sir.
We can't wait. And oh, this is what I'm saying. We're about to make our next stage in our life the best stages in our life.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So next week, Kia McLean, the poet, aka the hardcore healing pain coach, Shamika, the dark therapist,
Yes.
is going to be on bringing the noise, bringing the funk. As always, please go out to our page on YouTube, share, like, all
Subscribe.
that, comment, subscribe. We here. We want to hear from you. We want to do some miraculous things, but ultimately we want to grow,
Yes.
not just to come on the channel, but as a human being.
Yes.
So I'm done. I'm Marcus. I'm about to say I'm done. I'm I'm Marcus Goodwin.
And I am Don Junior Lilly, the poet. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
We out.